Good morning. Today on our local tour Tuesday, we are going to the JJ&S Sunrise Dairy Farm. That is Jay and Jim in partnership, Vomastic, with their mom Cheryl. And when we went, it's truly a family farm. When we went, there were lots of family around. There was a little maple syrup thing starting, and Mickey and I went over to tape that day.
While we were there, our idea was to focus on the milking and catching that because it's really fascinating to watch, but it's nature. And so while we were there, we actually turned our focus to the birth of a little calf. So just a disclaimer that you will see the actual birth of a calf, and at the end, you will actually get to see it up on its feet and moving around. So please enjoy the video.
Alright, well, we just got done sanitizing the tank. Every day we have to wash and clean it so the bacteria is killed, so everything stays clean and sanitary. And then in a few moments we'll be turning the line on to run that with a chlorine rinse also to sanitize, obviously, like I just stated. And then we'll proceed to milking here in a little bit.
Right now they're eating ground feed. It's a mixture of corn, soybean meal, minerals, just high protein for helping them to produce more milk. We feed it to them twice a day. When they come into the barn, they get that just to tie up, and it's just for the extra production that they get from the extra protein.
Now we're going to apply a pre-dip solution. It's an iodine mix, so it's like a sanitizer also, so the teats are nice and clean when we do that. So we have to give them a couple squirts on there, and usually they stand nice for that. Then we take a clean white towel to wipe them off so that, you know, the milk is always clean when it goes into the tank. So now that they're clean, so that's just the iodine that's on there, so that's what the brown is, but it comes off in the towel and it's nice and clean. So then we usually got to check them, you know, just give them a little, just to coax them along a couple seconds after. Might be a little rushed here, but see, then the milk will come flowing out nice.
Do you have to do that before you milk every cow?
Usually, just to give them a little check. Alright, so now we're going to turn the vacuum pump on.
Okay.
Which is already usually running. So like inside here, there's the teat will go in there. You hear the air? So that's what's causing the suction and the pulling the milk out. And inside here, there's a membrane that squeezes and gently pulsates. So that's what stimulates the cow to let the milk go. So as you can see, it comes out the end like that, but it has to be drawn out and pulled out like that. And it's comfortable for the cow, so it's not hurting them or anything like that. So it's probably more pleasurable for them because they're usually at the end of the day, they got a big bag that's full of milk and they need to have it released. So it feels good for them when they get milk.
How long does it take to milk the cow?
Well, usually, well, it depends on how much milk they get, but usually just a few minutes and then they'll be done. If they let their milk out nicely, you know, 4 or 5 minutes, you should be done with a cow, and then you can move on to the next one. So in the meantime, like right now when this cow is milking, there'll be 5 other ones milking also. So we milk 6 at a time here. So we get done with that. Usually my brother Jim does the milking, and he'll be squirting the next ones off, prepping them so as we can continue to move down. So usually all the stalls are full, and we just continue on milking like that. So we can go down and check on another one here then.
Here we are again with Jay Vomastic at JJ&S Dairy Farm, Sunrise Dairy Farm. And we've seen the cow being milked. How many cows do you milk, Jay?
Right now we're milking about 70 cows.
And how much does each cow give approximately pound-wise a day?
Well, right now, they're probably averaging around 70.
Does that change depending on the season?
Yeah, well, cows obviously fluctuate. The closer they get to having their next calf, they'll go into a dry period, so they'll be producing less. When they freshen, that's probably when they're going to milk the most that they can. So, yeah, so it fluctuates. I mean, sometimes feed, I guess, can be a situation too. You know, if say you had to harvest some poor hay or something like that, you'll see it in the milk tank, or it'll fluctuate like that. But usually, you just try to maintain your averages and stuff like that. I mean, that's the goal anyway.
Do you have your own replacement stock here then?
Yes, I took some pictures of them outside. We have some smaller heifers started and some heifers. The one that's going to be having maybe a pen there shortly, hopefully. And we raise all of our calves here. We tape the bull calves. We raise those and finish them out for steers. The heifers we raise as our own replacements. Yes.
Hi, it's Mickey and Wendy. We're here at the Vomastic Farm, and we are seeing a calf just starting to be born. This is a young mother. She's a heifer, so it'll take her some time to give birth, but we wanted to show this as one of the most amazing things.
Like if you'll see on the side, she has that membrane around her. That's the placenta. That's what the baby's inside mother all the while. That's full of fluid and around her. So that's what keeps her safe. And then that'll break, and then she'll be delivered like she is. She's probably going to get a couple more pushes, and the hind end will come out. And then we'll have a baby calf. And then I'll have to go in there and take care of it quick for a second to get all the cleaning off, make sure everything's okay. But I'll wait for her to get it out first. So.
How long before it would be on its feet?
Could be less than, it might be half an hour. She'll get up and she'll lick it off to clean it, because mother, nature, they just want to take care of it and clean it up. And, even though they're domesticated cows, they probably still have that motherly instinct to clean up their, the birth process for predators or something, which they don't have any in here, but, no, it's okay. So then we usually go in there and pull the cleaning off of it a little bit, and then I dip its belly buttons, for infections and stuff like that. Just for, it's almost out now. There, and out it comes. Just like that, we got a baby calf.